What is going on, folks? It is Rigor Mortis, and we are back with yet another video. And today, what I wanted to do for you all is take a quick look at Zomedica. Obviously, guys, we've talked about this stock on my channel quite a bit, but of course, we are anticipating the launch of their Truforma device here at the end of March. And now that we are nearing the end of March, I'm going to be giving these update videos more rapidly, probably, if any articles come out that I think are interesting, or what I'm doing if that changes. I want to come out here and give you guys my full transparency when it comes to Zomedica and what I'm doing with my shares. So if you're new around here, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the family. We've been growing like crazy recently, which I can't thank you guys enough. Please hit the like button so we can get this video out to more people, and comment down below about Zomedica and what you're doing for the end of this month. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So I found this Motley Fool article and I thought it was really good because these people seem a little unbiased when it comes to this stuff. So they have an argument for and an argument against. Now, for the argument for, what a lot of what they said was obviously around Truforma and the launching of this device. They kind of went into what the device does and what the sales are kind of going to look like a little bit. And so obviously we know what this is going to be. If this device can save vets and people and people's animals and pets money, then that's going to be a device that's going to be highly used, high demand, and is going to be appealing for some of these things. So obviously after March, after their Trueforma launch in March here, it says sales will slowly ramp up through the end of the year. And if that demand is really high, then we can see this stock potentially hitting really crazy numbers. Now obviously there's some arguments against as well. The stock has already shot up so much since the beginning of the year and even late in last year. So just over the past year to date, we have 780% growth in this stock. And so they say here that there might be a little bit of pricing in when it comes to this Trueforma release, and that there's not much room to grow from here. And so obviously I'm more on the for side because you guys know that I've talked a lot about Zomedica on this channel. But at the same time, I think there has to be some type of cautionary tale when it comes to Zomedica. So the verdict they say here is that it's worth a small investment in your portfolio. And of course, this is not financial advice. I'm just here to put you guys on, and this is just what the article is saying. So let's go ahead and take a look at Zomedica for ourselves. I'm going to tell you guys what I'll be doing when it comes to Zomedica, what I expect the price targets to be hitting, and kind of the trajectory that I see for this stock. So if you're interested in something like that, please stick around and watch through the end of the video. Let's go ahead and get into it. So we know the story of Zomedica. Obviously, we had this crazy run up and then it did dip down, with the broader market sell off. We can't really blame this on anything but the broader market sell off. It got down all the way to $1.78. Some people took opportunities and bought more of the stock. I actually kind of bought it while it was on the way down. I didn't really get it at the dip, like the bottom of the dip, but I did buy some on the way down. Now, if we look at the 5-day chart, this thing has recovered pretty extensively. So we were at $1.88 on the 5-day chart. We've gone up 30% now, and we're sitting at $2.44. Now, what am I going to be doing when it comes to Zomedica? I am a firm believer in this company. I think their sales are going to do well, and I think that in the long term, it's going to be a good investment. That being said, guys, I mean, you guys know what the song and dance is around here. I'm here to tell you guys what I'm going to be doing personally. Now, I think in the short term, in the next 2 weeks or so, I think the stock can very easily hit $5. Now, I could be wrong. Go out and do your own research. But in my mind, I truly believe that Zomedica can hit $5 by the end of this month in anticipation of their Trueforma release. Now, I think once their Trueforma product is actually released, now these are just my thoughts, I think there's going to be somewhat of a sell-off. So from these price points, I do think that we'll get to $5, and I think from there, a lot of people are going to be looking at this thing and saying, hey, this is a good stock, but everybody else is probably going to be taking profits, so I should do the same thing. I'm kind of on that boat as well. Once it hits $5, I think I will be taking a little bit of profits off the top, letting a few of my shares ride out the wave, but definitely taking profits at around $5. And then from there, because I do believe in this company, I'm a firm believer that it's going to do well in the long term. I'll be looking to buy the dip again once that sell-off happens, so I can find another entry, and so that those shares can really stick it out while this Trueforma thing is getting revved up throughout the end of this year, into next year, and into and even beyond that. So of course, this is just what I'm going to do now. I know I've gotten a lot of comments in my comment section saying, "Hey, don't give stocks such a negative outlook. But guys, when it comes to the stock market, we really have to be realistic, okay? We know this stock was really hyped up, and we know that it's going to be continually driven by hype. But me personally, I am a firm believer of this diagnostic testing tool. So that's why I'm telling you guys I am long on Zomedica. But of course, if we see a double in this stock in the next 2 weeks, as smart investors, we have to be willing to take profits so that we can take those profits and then put them either somewhere else or try to find entry into Zomedica sometime down the road if we do anticipate that drop coming. Now, there is another thing we have to talk about when it comes to Zomedica. Obviously, with their Truforma release, everything is hyped up, correct? But that being said, we have to be on the lookout for future catalysts when it comes to Zomedica. Obviously, the Truforma product is a big one, but we also have to take a look at what's going to be happening down the road. One of the most highly anticipated catalyst when it comes to Zomedica is how they are going to expand their Trueformer product in order to make it so that it is able to do more assays, more diagnostic tests in the future. So we're not only looking at these thyroid and adrenal diseases, which is what it's focusing on right now, but what's the trajectory for the future where more assays can come out and we can just stick a different cartridge into the Trueformer device and test for a different point of care tests, any other disease that may afflict cats and dogs. Now, if they come out and say some stuff about that, that'll be an extremely good catalyst in my opinion. But that being said, they are so focused on their Trueformer release right now. This is what we got going on. And so I don't blame them for kind of holding off and telling us more about how the Trueformer is going to work with different assays. But I firmly believe that that's going to be a great catalyst in the future. So, in summary here, if you're watching to the end of this video, and of course this is just what I'm doing personally, folks, I'm holding on to my shares for now. I think this thing is going to hit $5 sometime in the next 2 weeks or so. At that point, what I'll be doing is I'll be taking a little bit of profits off the top. If it does hit $5, of course I could be wrong, and then I'll let the rest of my shares ride out, looking for entry to buy more shares later on. Now, on the complete flip side, this thing can go on an absolute crazy bull run. We can have catalyst after catalyst after catalyst, and all of a sudden this thing is sitting at $10 a share or $20 a share. The possibilities are endless. And so at that point, you have to look at your portfolio and determine your risk tolerance, whether or not you're truly just going to let your shares ride out to that potential price target, or whether or not you're going to be taking profits sometime before that. Obviously, I can't answer those questions for you guys personally. I'm just telling you guys what I'll be doing. So if this thing does go on an absolute crazy run, this true form ends up being a banger and all the vets want it, and they come out with a bunch more assays, then yeah, I can see this thing running way higher than $5. But at the same time, I have to take a look at my portfolio and ask myself, hey, what if this thing doesn't run the way that the bulls are kind of pushing it? Then what? And so obviously there's a lot of analysts that are doing price targets for some of this stuff, and quite a few of them are saying that it's already priced in the Trueforma release. But I think we have a little bit more to run. I mean, this thing is only sitting at $2.44 with a market cap of $2.32 billion. And I do think at these price points, it wouldn't be a terrible idea to try to find entry around these price points, or try to find the dip after the Trueforma release. But I want to know what you guys are doing in the comment section below. Obviously, this stuff is all just what I'm doing personally for my portfolio. I love having the conversations with you guys in the comments, so drop a comment down below. Leave a like on the video so we can get it out to more people. And please, if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button, because only 10% of you are subscribed on this channel. That's all I ask, is just hit that subscribe button and join the family. I appreciate you guys watching. I'm Rigor Mortis. I'm out.